Well, I was walking down the street, feeling kind of neat, when the wind came out your butt and blew my wig off. Oh, it was a sight to see, my hair flying in the breeze, 'cause the wind came out your butt and blew my wig off. People started laughing, they couldn't believe their eyes, as my wig flew through the sky. Oh, what a surprise. I tried to catch it, but it slipped right through my hands, 'cause the wind came out your butt and now it's somewhere in the land. Oh, wind came out your butt and blew my wig off. Baby, you drive like shit. Did you see that car that you almost hit? I'd rather take the bus instead. Riding with you, I'm gonna end up dead. Don't ask me if I need a lift. Baby, you drive like shit. She just ran through, always stop. I ain't trying to get stopped by the cops. Baby, why the hell did I let you drive? It's a miracle that you're still alive. Don't ask me if I need a lift. Baby, you drive like shit. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look out, my girl is driving. Watch out, my girl drives like shit. Whoa, 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 whoa. My girl is driving. Watch out, my girl drives like shit. Moving ain't over. Heard you think you're tough. Gotta let you know, I will fuck you up. I whoop that ass, talking all that shit, spank that ass till you tap like a bitch. No, I ain't playing, I'm here to kick ass. Whoop that ass, it's time to punch face. I'm the one who brings you pain in the ring. I whoop that ass until the bell rings. Already know that I do not play. Throw a punch like I'm cutting down hay. I whoop that ass every single night. Spank that ass till they stop the fight. I'll tell you the story of a man, a radioactive tip in his hand. His hand grew 10 times its normal size to help him get his money on time. He knew if the bitch was telling a lie, which was 100% of the time. Superpowers to make a bitch listen, then get her naked with sex-ray vision. Sweep a police station in a single bound, slapping bitches down to the fucking ground. His name was famous across the land. They called him the pimp named Superhand. Oh shit, yeah, the pimp named Superhand. He had powers no other pimp had. Oh fuck yeah, the pimp named Superhand. That motherfucker was super bad. Asking for dinner ain't asking for much. You had one job and still fucked it up. Sometimes you gotta learn respect. I use my pimp hand to correct. It's called a bitch slap, slap. Come get your face clapped.
Welcome back, y'all, to another one, man. It is another beautiful night on the JVJ Network, and I am your host. Let's talk with JVJ, man. Look, man, I need y'all to do the same thing I always ask y'all to do. Y'all got to help a brother out around here. Y'all know y'all been helping. We need help even more. Y'all hit that like for your boy. Hit that subscribe for your boy. Turn them notices on and share the videos. We are trying to grow around here, and we can only do it with your help. And if y'all don't do it, man, look, my cat is going to be mad at y'all. Like she be mad at me all the time. So help your boy out. All right, there you go. There we go. Good job, y'all. Tonight, we're going to be talking about something that is very controversial. Or at least that's what people tell me it is. Let me turn this camera around. Gee, should do that beforehand. Get a little more light up in here. Yes, we're going to be having a controversial conversation about a controversial topic. But hopefully we can get a little bit of understanding about this and get to a better place, because that's what we need to do in society. We need to get to a better place. We need to rip that Band-Aid off and have these hard conversations so we can be better people as a whole. But I think it was like a week or two ago, 2 weeks ago, y'all, I covered a video where this young man, and I can say young man because I'm old, y'all. I'm old. A lot of people don't know I'm old. I don't look old, but I'm old. Cocoa butter, but I'm still old. He was going around talking to black women about their hair. So we're going to have a little bit of conversations about hair, about black women wanting to be like white women wanting to be like black women. Because a lot of the things that we hear in society, especially when it pushes the racial argument, when it comes to just general shit, it comes a lot from our female counterparts. It's not really coming from the men. But if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, well, just stay tuned, because we're going to talk about it. And we're going to break it down. So first off, the debate will be, white women want to be black. I want to know how many people agree with that or disagree with that. But we're going to see what the ladies on the street got to say. So if y'all ready, I'm ready. Let's go and get into it.
A lot of black women say that white women want to be like black women because they get lip fillers and like things like that. So is this true?
You with them, so you gotta tap in. You gotta answer that.
I don't have anything done, so I can't. I feel like I'm probably not the person to comment.
Okay, so do you feel like white women who get these things done may want to be like black women?
Oh, I feel like people have different reasons for like aesthetic changes and like cosmetic procedures. I feel like everyone's motive is different, you know?
So do you feel like white women are insecure because they get these procedures?
Not necessarily. I think, again, like people have different reasons for like getting stuff done. So I feel like it depends on the person.
And would you get any of these procedures?
Like what kind of procedures?
Like lip fillers, BBL, skin tans?
I wouldn't personally, but like I understand why people do it. Like I have friends that have like filler and stuff. And I feel like if you have like an insecurity about something, I feel like it's fine to.
Is it really? Shouldn't you be happy like being who you were born to be?
I don't know, maybe. I think people should just do whatever makes them happy.
Really?
Yeah.
But what if what makes them happy in the moment makes them insecure in the long run? So shouldn't they rather just feel comfortable being who they really are?
I feel like you'd have to ask someone that's not happy with their body or situation, you know?
Okay, that's...
Says the person that has on all this fucking makeup, lipstick. Look, y'all, I understand where this young lady is coming from, and we're not even into the video yet. He ain't even did his little intro part. 2 a.m. He ain't did none of that shit yet. People that do these things are insecure. Don't ever let anybody that has fake hair, fake nails, fake lashes, fake face ever tell you that you're insecure because you don't like something about them while they're walking around like Bozo the Clown. And that also applies to any men that are doing any fake shit too. It does. It's just not a one-way street. But she's trying to be on this acceptance shit. That's why society's so messed up right now, because we tell everybody they should accept everything. Wow, those same people that say that shit don't accept a lot of things. But let's keep going.
It's valid. I appreciate your answers.
Do lip fillers and BBLs mean white women?
Who is more insecure, men or women?
Men.
Men? Why would you say that?
I don't know. I just think men are insecure.
Okay, but don't most women, like get lip fillers and BBLs and things like that? So doesn't that make women more insecure?
No.
How though? If you guys have to blow up your lips and then
Just enhancing our beauty. That's it.
is it really?
Yeah.
Or is it covering up who you really are?
Not really, because it's still your own skin and stuff.
It's not like with makeup too, it's not your own skin because you're covering it up. Am I right?
No, it's just enhancing your beauty.
Okay, so what makes men insecure? Because if you don't have anything, then they're not insecure.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Exactly. So
No, but yeah, men are insecure. That's it.
if she can't say why they're insecure, men are not.
What are you talking about?
Why do a lot of white women today want to be like black women?
Well, I don't know that answer.
You don't know that answer? Okay, do you know why like a lot of like white women get like BBLs and skin tans and like lip fillers? I know you don't have any of that stuff, but
I think they just want to be like really cute. Honestly, whenever white women have really big butts, like it just makes them look so much hotter.
does it really?
To me, it does.
But I mean, shouldn't they like feel happier being who they were born to be?
Yeah, but in today's society, there's just so much pressure to look like your best.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel my best when I have a big, like, I don't know. It's just,
Look, y'all, you heard what you said. In today's society, it's just so much pressure on looking your best. Who's that come from? Is it coming from the men? Are men pressuring women to look a certain type of way? Ask yourself that question. I'm not going to answer. Ask yourself that question. Because a lot of ladies talk about this pressure in society to look a certain type of way, act a certain type of way. Who's pushing that? Ladies need to ask themselves that question. I want all men to ask themselves that question too. Because normally the men are the ones getting blamed for that pressure. I don't think it's coming from them. But let's keep going.
How is that looking your best if you're putting something? I mean, that is part of your body because they take the fat from your body and just move it, but it's not naturally how you are.
yeah, that's true.
So does it mean that a lot of women today might be insecure?
I think it's just today's pressures,
Hmm.
like societal pressures.
How do you feel about the lip fillers?
Well, I don't know because I've never had one.
Would you ever get a lip filler?
I don't think so because I'm confident in my lips.
That's good. And then last one, what about makeup?
I don't know. I feel like I'm not the best person to ask about this.
Why do you put in like the fake hair?
So I'm actually in the military, and it's hard to manage 4C hair in the military.
Uh-huh.
So like if I wear braids, I can put it like in a ponytail, and it's just easier to maintain.
It looks like maybe the front is fake hair and the back is real, or is it all?
No, it's all braids.
All braids. How long is your natural hair?
I can show you a picture.
Okay. And while you find that, how long have you been wearing fake hair for?
For about 4 years. I've been in the military for 4 years, so I just honestly wear it until I get out
Okay, so it just makes it a little bit easier on you.
to get up and just go.
But the black women who wear like the wigs and the weaves, do you think they may be insecure about their natural hair?
There it is.
Okay, yeah, you have nice hair. Okay.
I don't think so. I just think, people just do what they want, honestly.
But the thing about it is, if they were to wear their natural hair out, it'll grow how it's supposed to. Really, when you put on the wigs and the weaves, it doesn't really grow like it can.
Yeah.
So, like, why do they continue to keep doing that? You're not sure?
No.
Do you prefer women to wear their natural hair or fake hair?
I'm really indifferent when it comes to hair because at the end of the day, like, if you rock it, you rock it. Like, I'm not gonna press you out. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just gonna say it before anybody else can say it. This motherfucker look weird as fuck. Is he a black Chinese person? And I'm not hating on my Asian folks, but this dude look weird. Look, he's just straight up, bro. When I seen him, I was like,
Brother, what's that?
being honest. I'm gonna let him keep going though.
I'm not gonna be like doing the whole like pool test for like makeup, hair, all the shit. Cause I mean, look at my hair right now. Like, I'm thinking about getting my hair braided, and if they do a little bun at the top, it's probably gonna be a little bit of an extension. So I cannot be a hypocrite. So,
But I mean, this is your natural hair, or you're gonna put an extension in your
I
hair.
mean, like, so if I were to get like braids and then like maybe put like a little bun at the top, there might be some sort of extension or not. You know what I'm saying? Because my hair may not be long enough, but if it is, I mean, if it's not, then we just gonna make it work. So.
Okay, so you really don't have a preference on what your woman does.
No. I mean, yeah. So my girl, she has long hair,
Mhm.
so I don't really be trimming off that. But then I've been with women that have had short hair, so it doesn't really bother me at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, hair is hair. If you rock the Michael Jordan, then you good. Who am I to hate on that? Because if you're styling, you're styling. If you got long hair don't care. So that's just what it is.
But how do you feel about the women that be wearing like the lace fronts for like 3 months straight, and they don't even wash their natural hair. So it's really dirty under there for real.
No. We gotta wash that. We gotta shampoo. We gotta condition.
Right.
We gotta deep condition. That's where we at with it. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta do that. But if you got fake hair, then hey, just take care of it. That's all it is. Just take care of it.
Why are a lot of men today insecure in their looks?
Don't really have the answer to that.
I'll be more specific. So a lot of men get this spray paint on their lineup. Why do they do that?
I can only speak from what I know. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay, but
I know it's hard not having a hairline. I have a hairline underneath here, so
So why do you think they do it? Do you think they might be insecure about their?
No, for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Do you think that's the right thing to do, or should they maybe just go bald, or?
Do whatever works for you, bro. Whatever
Think
makes
so?
you feel good. Yeah, bro.
Why do you think women wear fake hair today, though?
I'm gonna stop right here, y'all. I'm gonna stop right here on that point that he just made. It is a form of insecurity, and we need to get to that point of like, look, man, it is what it is. We don't mince words when it comes to pedos. We don't mince words when it comes to people that delete people. We don't mince words with things like that. But when it comes to, clearly we can tell, like here, if I didn't have a hairline, y'all, and I was spraying all this shit in, all of this shit right here, if I was spraying it in, that would show people, and I wouldn't have an issue with people saying, yeah, he got a little insecurity. He's insecure about not having a hairline. Because clearly I'm doing something about it. Something about this bothers me. So I'm doing something about it to change it. That is a insecurity. But a lot of people don't want to, we got to get away from this society of, look, man, whatever makes you happy. No, there's a lot of things in society that people do to make themselves happy that harms other people. And we can't, it's not feasible. Put it like that. It's not feasible for the future. But we're gonna continue. Fake hair. Let's keep going. She got some fake hair in her head, I think. I'm not sure.
It's convenient.
So what?
It's probably convenient.
Convenient.
Yeah.
How?
I can wear my hair like this for like 6 weeks, so
But can't you do your natural hair like that?
I'm not getting locks in it now.
Why not?
They're permanent, or at least they're like semi-permanent.
Oh, you want to switch it up?
Yeah, I like changing my hair.
Who is more insecure, men or women?
Men.
Men. Why do you say that?
Because they always get jealous all the time.
Get jealous of what?
Jealous of like my beauty.
Of your beauty.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Jealous of your beauty? Lady, you mad as hell. I ain't gonna with y'all, but she mad as hell. What are you talking about?
Yes.
Look at her. Lady, you got a semi-cute face. You mid. You like a 5. You like a 5. You ain't the baddest thing walking down the street. I don't think dudes are insecure about your beauty. Like, come on now. Unless you just, I guess you got the mid-level low dudes approaching you or something like that. Either way, though.
Why would a man be jealous of a woman's beauty?
I mean, just like if I'm in a relationship, like in a guys, and then so guys trying to hit on me, and then so they get like an insecure, like, why do you dress up like this? Why do you act like this? Why do you hang out like without me?
Right. So does that make him insecure because he's your man? So he's just looking out for you like, hey, if you dress this way, then a lot of guys will try to come up to you and try to approach you. So is that more so protection or insecurity from the man?
Oh, both.
Both. And their looks, though. Who's more insecure, men or women?
Oh, for looks? Yeah, for sure, women.
Women. Why do you say that?
Girls are girls. Like, they always, like, judge themselves. Like,
Okay.
oh, my eye looks this, my body looks like that. And then, of course, yeah, for sure.
Okay, so that's why you think so. Women who like get BBLs, lip fillers, and like makeup, you think that may be because of insecurities that they have?
Everything has two sides, man.
What do you mean by that?
It could be insecure or, like, they want to just look beautiful for themselves. Like, it could be both.
So, but that means they don't naturally look beautiful if they need the makeup. Am I right? Am I right or wrong though?
It could
Gotcha, bitch.
be both. For me, I don't think, like, fake things, BBL, lip filler, like, they're like so long eyelashes. Like, for me, that's like,
It's too much for you.
it's too much for me. But like, for others,
They need it.
They need it.
So a woman that just has no butt, she needs a BBL.
if she's insecure.
Don't you think she should just be happy like who she was born to be? Because the thing about it is, if you get a BBL, she knows in her mind that's not really her. And she knows she really has a flat butt. And now when she has kids, her kids are going to have flat booties too. And then they're going to be insecure because they're going to be like, Mommy, how's your butt big, but mine is little?
It depends on how they raise their kids. For me, I'm Asian, I have a flat butt too, but I'm fine for my body. I love in every part of my body because my mom and my dad, and they treat me like a princess, and they've been telling me your personality, that's important. How do you look? It doesn't matter.
Okay.
So,
You have good parents. I appreciate the interaction.
I like the last bit of stuff that she said, y'all. But then there was one thing that she said that I need to tell parents to stop doing. And I understand, man, it's your kids. You love your kids. You want your kids to feel a certain type of way because you get a feeling if they feel a certain type of way. But stop treating your daughters like they're fucking princesses. Stop doing that. In today's society, with everybody the way they think, the way we have certain movements pushed in society, please stop, gentlemen. At least the gentlemen. I can tell the women to do whatever, and I know they're not going to listen because women going to do whatever the hell they want. But men seem to be a little bit more rational and understanding about why we shouldn't do things. Everything has a consequence. Every reaction has an opposite and equal reaction. You treat your daughter like a princess, she's going to go into the world thinking that somebody's supposed to treat her like a princess. Do anybody treat you like a king? Yeah, that's how you ask yourself that question. That's how you finish that whole thing out. I get it. I understand it. I get the goodness behind it, but I think you're causing more problems than what you're actually, I don't think you knowingly know what you're trying to cause. So stop doing that. But you see that we are having conversations about, are you trying to be like this? Are you trying to be like that? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? And he's talking to the ladies. He even talked to the gentleman about getting the spray on lines and all that stuff. We even got dudes out here doing fake beards. I hear it all the time from the ladies talking about guys that get fake hair on top of their head. And that mainly happens in Atlanta, LA, and I guess a little bit in New York now, no. But we understand and we can all come together and realize that this is a problem. This is a form of insecurity that a lot of people have. And we always tell people to love themselves and be themselves and all this woo shit, but then we okay all this other bullshit. Well, it's going to get a little bit deeper because we're talking about white women wanting to be black, and you see the white girl didn't want to really give an answer. None of the white girls that he showed gave an answer about do white women really want to try to be black? Well, we're going to hear from the other side that is very boisterous. Very boisterous. Do black women want to be like white women? We're going to hear it. We're going to talk about it. And shout out to Marvin. What to do, Marvin? I ain't seen you yet. Call Marvin on a weekend day. Well, actually, ain't a weekend yet. It's Friday. I ain't supposed to tell y'all what day it is because when I rerun these things. But either way, he also said black women allows the Matrix program and self-hatred to continue. I agree with a lot of that. I know a lot of people do it, but I see it a lot in my sisters. We're gonna jump into this one. The title of this video, y'all, is Black Women Act White. Agree or disagree? Let's see what we got.
I can wear whatever hairstyle I want to. If I want to slap on a straight wig for the day and I feel like it goes better with my outfit, or if I want to wear a certain hairstyle like this and I have my hair in cornrows and it's just a cute little big wig day, then I can do that. I love my hair, but I also really like to sleep. So I'm not going to cut an hour into my morning and compromise sleep to do my hair when I have an easier solution. I love my hair and I love wearing it naturally, but I also like when other people do my hair for me and I can be doing something else at the same time. I just don't like doing my hair. I love my hair. I appreciate my hair. My hair is a blessing. But at the same time, for me personally, I just don't really like the process of doing it. My arms get tired. It is exhausting. I do have to be more creative with my hair than I would necessarily care to be. And I think that you saying if a black woman loves her hair, then she'll make time for it is lacking a lot of nuance that the situation really deserves.
I'm one of the baddest motherfuckers of all time. One of the best singers, one of the best looking motherfuckers you've ever seen. Hold my drink, bitch.
That was some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. I said to y'all, you love your hair, but you refuse to do it. I'm trying to tell people, a lot of our sisters, a lot of people in general, but pertaining to what she just said, a lot of our sisters are fucking lazy. Lazy. You love your hair, but you won't do it. You'd rather put on a head cap. I want y'all to know something very interesting. I know a lot of people might not know this. That's a wig that she has on right now. Yeah, I said it, y'all. That is a wig. That is not her natural hair. How would you want to bet I'm lying to you? That's a wig.
So I did hear what you said, but one of the points that you just made will kind of defeat your whole argument of convenience, because you just said that
Now it's 2 a.m. on a Sunday, and I gotta go to work on a Monday, and you got me out here looking crazy. I thought you was my baby.
Get your hair like that.
How did I get my hair like this?
Yeah, looks very nice.
Thank you. Birth?
Birth?
Yeah.
Really quickly, right here, she's actually wearing a wig, and I knew this walking up to her, but I used asking her how she did her hair as a way to start the conversation. But she is wearing a wig right here. So why do you think a lot of Black women don't wear their hair just like yours today?
There are a lot of reasons. Number one is the maintenance. It's a lot of time, money, energy. For me personally, I don't like doing my hair. It's a lot and it's very exhausting. So I understand why people decide to use more protective hairstyles. But at the same time, I think that some people are more oriented to deal with their natural hair and to explore different styles. Like my sister, for example, she's in high school, but she absolutely loves doing her hair. And she'll do protective styles, she'll do her natural hair, and she'll really express herself through her hair.
So you're saying that they don't wear like an afro because an afro is a lot of maintenance?
It's a multifaceted issue because there's a lot of social stigmas that come when Black women wear their hair in certain spaces, when they wear their hair naturally. For example, like the Crown Act is relatively recent. There was a lot of discrimination against hair in the workplace, and a lot of people had to straighten their hair. They had to put wigs on. They had to do a whole bunch of things, and they didn't feel comfortable in those rooms when they should have felt comfortable wearing their natural hair.
I do understand the Crown Act. A lot of people do bring that up a lot, but the Crown Act is a reason why you should wear your natural hair today. So like we have certain laws in place to where if you're discriminated against, the employer can actually like get sued and things like that. But Black women today still wear the fake hair and straighten their hair when they don't have to. So like, why do they really do it?
Have you ever dealt with an afro this big?
Not that big, no.
I love my hair. I love my natural hair. It's just a lot of time and energy. For example, I'm from Jersey. When I was at home, my mother did my hair for me. She would do braids, she would twist it, she would do whatever I wanted to my hair. But now I'm at college and I don't have $180 to drop on.
I'm trying to understand something, because this girl is willing to double down on a lie. Remember, he told you, I talked to this woman. That's not her hair. And she asked him straight to his face, have you ever dealt with hair like this or fro like this? It's not yours. It's not yours. We've already confirmed. Matter of fact, Mari, where you at? What did she do?
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
We've already confirmed that it's not your hair. And you talking about, have you ever had a fro like this? Look, I'm being honest with y'all. I'm gonna let it keep playing. A lot of people are just lazy nowadays. I'm a lazy person. I know I do a lot throughout the day. I do a lot throughout the week, but in my free time, I don't like to do shit. And I call myself lazy for that. But somebody that doesn't want to do their own natural hair, and I cut my own hair, y'all, I would call you lazy. You're lazy. But we want to make all these excuses. Let's keep going. You got all the time in the world to do your hair.
On braids all the time, and I don't have the energy in the morning, because if I have an 8 a.m., I'm not waking up at 6:30 to deal with my afro. I love it. It's beautiful. I'm confident in it. But at the same time, it's a lot of energy, and it can be very draining if you're not somebody who's naturally oriented towards dealing with hair, dealing with natural hair, and anything in that realm.
The thing about an afro is it's not really that hard to maintain, because if you do your styling, you pick it out and everything that first day, all you really have to do is put the bonnet on at night and then take the bonnet off in the morning, put your oils in there, fluff it up a little bit, and then you can go. So what is so different? Like, what is this hard maintenance that you're talking about? Right here, she never answers the question on the maintenance of an afro. Because that's what I was asking her, because I honestly want to know. A lot of women say the maintenance of an afro is too much to deal with and things like this. What do you guys have to go through that is so much to wear an afro? Women back in the 70s and 80s and 60s wore an afro every day. Every single day they wore an afro. And they weren't talking about these hair troubles. Maybe they were. I wasn't there. But I know they wore their hair out back then. So how come today, when we have much more technology to where you guys have it easy, pretty much like different combs and different things that help you wear these different styles, how come today women make more excuses than back in the day? It really doesn't make any sense to me. So what I want somebody to do is, if you wear an afro all the time, or you've worn afros and you're a woman, let me know all this maintenance and all these problems that you have to go through to where you can't wear your afro out. And I'm not saying you have to wear an afro every single day, but I'm just saying it shouldn't be this big of a deal to where you guys are like, oh, the maintenance. So let me know the maintenance troubles. Also, if you, even with just regular hair troubles as well, with doing natural hair, a lot of women say the maintenance is too much with not just afros, but other styles as well. So let me know in the comment section some of the maintenance issues you guys have to go through.
What curl pattern are you?
And I would love for somebody to post that in here, because I've had an afro before. And if y'all saw him in that video, he had an afro. And I know for men, it's going to be different. Men and women are not the same. We deal with our hair differently. And I think, honestly, when it really comes down to it, because it's all mindset, most men don't really give two fucks about that shit. Not on a serious level like some ladies will do. Like, I have people to sit down and have makeup tutorials. Dudes ain't going to do that. But yeah, I use that fro, and I'll pick it out. And if it came down to it to get it done somewhere, I would get it done somewhere. Yeah, you have to wear a do-rag, or these young guys now will put a fucking bonnet on their hair, which they need to stop doing. But you got to do certain things and take care of certain hairstyles that you get. But that just comes along with it. And I have a 2-hour rule, y'all. I have a 2-hour rule. When it comes to work, me making my money, I'm 2 hours ahead. Look, Kat, no. You don't want to sleep that quick. Back up. You ain't gonna put your feet on me, because you're gonna end up in the living room. Don't put your feet on me. I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry for the interruption. The bitch don't know how to act. But no, I have a 2-hour rule, y'all. 2 hours in advance. Because normally I always try to at least try to give myself an hour for the drive, even though I don't drive that far from work. But just in case anything might pop the fuck off. But an hour to get ready. A lot of these ladies talk about, well, I don't want to get up at 6:30, because that's just what the last girl said. I don't want to get up at 6:30 in the morning to do something when I got to be somewhere at 8 o'clock. That's just a form of laziness. People always talk about love yourself, treat yourself the best. If you don't, all that woo shit. But you won't get up early enough to make yourself look pretty by doing your natural shit. You'd rather just get up late and throw a cap on your head that does not protect your hair. Honestly, it makes your hair worse. Or you'll walk around with some shit that you got done and put in your hair some extensions or whatever to lie about a lot of people and tell them your hair is this long when it's not. You'd rather do all of that. Like, come on, let's be real, y'all. Let's be real. I think a lot of people need to adopt at least when you have to be at places, when you have to be on time to certain shit, you need to prepare for it, especially when you're in a certain type of environment. Get your ass up a little bit early so you can do what you got to do and make it a routine. Once you make it a routine, it ain't that bad. In the very beginning, yeah, everything sucks. Think about the kid that was fat as hell and needed to run and lose weight. The first day he ran was probably the worst day he ran. But probably a month, 2 months, 3 months, a year down the road, probably it was nothing. Became part of the game. Let's get it.
Are you talking about?
It could be 4C, 4B, 4A.
4C hair?
I do.
How long is your 4C hair?
It comes down to here, but I recently just cut it.
To wash your 4C hair?
Maybe about 30, 40 minutes.
How long does it take you to detangle your 4C hair?
I don't detangle it.
You don't detangle?
Because I was trying to do like freeform dreads.
So No. Let's not talk about dreads or locks. Let's not talk about any of that. Let's talk
Okay,
about
so when I didn't do dreads.
when you didn't do dreads,
So
what was detangling your hair like?
washing, I would say maybe an hour. Washing it and detangling it, maybe an hour or so.
Yes, that's an hour of time that could be spent doing something else.
But-
Also, might I add, some people just like different hairstyles that their hair isn't naturally oriented towards.
But do you not understand? Women back in the day had time to do their hair. They took care of maybe like 7 to 10 children. They didn't have dishwashers. They didn't have washing machines. They had to cook their food. So they had to hand do everything. Plus they had to take care of a family. Plus they did their hair still. But women today are saying, oh, we don't have enough time. When you guys have all these new inventions to make it easier for
It's a
you.
combination of time and energy. Like, it's energy I would rather not spend doing something that I don't necessarily want to do. I might have a desired outcome, but for me personally, I don't feel like doing the process for that outcome. Like, for example, I'm walking into a restaurant right now.
She's lazy. And I'm going to keep saying it. A lot of ladies, especially our sisters, when it comes to self-maintenance, they're fucking lazy. I'm a lazy person when in my own little way. But look, we got to stop sugarcoating it. You spent an hour doing that. You could have been doing something else. You could have woke up an hour earlier too and not slept and did that in that hour. But you're making all the excuses in the world not to do something that is yours, that you claim you care about. Think about this, y'all. A lot of black ladies like to say, a lot of my sisters like to say, people always criticize their hair and all this, and they care so much about their hair. But you're too lazy to do your own damn hair? How do you care about something so much that you give no attention to? Try to be like, man, I love my dog. I ain't fed him in 2 years. It's like, what? Clearly you don't. Your actions speak louder than your words. But, you know, I guess I'm just stupid or something. I don't know. Let's keep going.
Now, I could be taking an Uber that's more efficient, but I'm deciding to take a walk because it's a nice day and it's beautiful outside, and got to get some steps in. However, on another day, I will definitely take that Uber because it's more convenient, and that's just what I feel like doing.
Girl, stop lying. You taking that goddamn fucking walk because you know you need to lose some weight.
Damn.
So if you have a black woman who wants to wear a wig, who wants to put in weave, who wants to wear their natural hair, that's their decision because that's how they want to present themselves to the world. So there's a combination of reasons why black women don't necessarily wear their natural hair all the time. And I will say that it's up to that person to make that personal decision and to wear their hair how they please. But I do understand what you're saying about using it as like a cop out or saying you don't have enough time. But I think it's more a combination of time and energy. Because for me, when I do my hair, a lot of the time, it does not come out the way I want it to. Even if I fluff my hair up in the morning, if I wanted to have more volume, it might not look the way I want it to. My part might be a little crooked. Like, if I do it myself, it's going to be a little bit more challenging. Right. And I don't necessarily have the funds all the time to pay for somebody to do the hairstyle I want to do it.
What women fail to realize is that black men and black women have the same exact hair, whether it's 4A, 4B, 4C, 3B, 3C, doesn't matter what it is. Black men and black women have the same exact type of hair, whether it's long or short as well. So how come when black men have hair troubles, how come they're not out here putting on wigs and weaves because, oh, my hair's not acting right today? Black men literally just have to suck it up and deal with it. And we have to make it work. And that's the same thing women should do as well. You guys need to learn how to make it work instead of running to different excuses and different ways out, which are putting wigs and weaves on that do not benefit you at all. And a lot of these wigs and weaves have chemicals and they also dry out your natural hair. Again! That's a conversation for another day. I think a lot of women just preconceive that doing your hair is supposed to be easy. Especially as a black woman, it's probably going to be harder than doing a white woman's hair. But I feel like black women look at other races and they're like, oh, all they have to do is these couple steps and now they're done. And then you get to your hair and it's like, oh, it's so hard to do. It's hard to maintain. But something you really care about, you're going to make time to do it. Am I right?
I slightly disagree because why deal with the struggle when there's another solution and I don't have to.
So the solution is a wig.
Why not? What if you wear a wig that emanates your natural hairstyle?
That is something that I agree more with. I wish more Black women would just wear it natural all the time, because I feel like when you wear your hair natural, even through the ugly stages that people call it, like you still gain confidence through that whole journey. I feel way more comfortable with a Black woman wearing like a 4C wig or like a curly wig, but they don't really do that though. That's the issue. Like I always see, I knew that.
Yeah.
I knew it was a wig.
Mm-hmm.
I was just waiting for you to say it.
Yeah.
I agree with a wig. That's a Afro wig or something like that.
Okay. So I get your stance now.
Now remember, y'all, I want y'all to remember, this is the same girl who earlier in the conversation said, do you know how long it takes to do this? As if that was her natural hair. But now she admits that it's a wig. And I'm pretty sure anybody that was in here earlier was like, oh, I mean, you hating on that girl. You don't know that's a wig. It's a wig. She just told you. But she tried to play it off like it took her a long time to get her hair like that. It's lazy. That's all it is. It's lazy. And habitual fucking lying. Habitual lying. Let's see. We got Miss Positive. I'm gonna get a lady side. All right, look, I'm glad you here, so I can get a lady's opinion on this. Miss Lena said, "Oh, it's for his comfortable. Oh, it's for his what? Oh, it's for his comfortable. I get it now. What? Lena, rewrite that. I don't know what you said. I don't know what that means." And Marvin said, "Black women are the queens of making excuses." It seems like it, especially when it seems to come to their hair. Do your damn hair. And stop putting chemicals in your hair. I don't think a lot of ladies understand this. Dudes have been saying this for the longest. And I had this video that I got a video short that's up right now on the network, y'all. It's a short talking about women's hair. And still to this day, women don't get what men have been telling them for years. We don't need all that extra shit. We don't want all that extra shit. Makeup, hair, nails, eyelashes, all that shit. We throw it all in there. We don't need none of that. We prefer to see y'all for who y'all are and deal with you off of that. And women always talk about dudes that fuck with an ugly chick, a fat chick, or this chick, or that chick. They're like, if that's the case, then why are you trying to make yourself look better than the next motherfucker? Think about it, y'all. Madalena came back and said, oh, it's for his comfort. I get it now. What do you mean for his comfort? Like, I don't know about the gentleman in the video, but me personally, I care about women not going bald. Because I don't want to be with a woman that I marry and then 10 years down the road, she's losing her hair because she wanted to put products all in her shit to try to look like all the other bitches down the street. I would prefer that not to happen. So I advise all women, especially let me have a little daughter. Let me have a daughter. My wife will do her hair naturally, or I'll just have to chalk up that bullet and spend that money and get ready to plan on getting a divorce, because I'm not finna allow my daughter to put chemicals, perms, and all this other whoop shit in her head, trying to fit in with the little fucking bitches at school. We're not doing that. I want my daughter to have long hair and natural hair. Ain't no reason to go to the Chinese restaurant, the Chinese fucking hair store, the Taiwanese hair store down the street, making these people rich and sending their kids to Harvard when we can just goddamn save that money and you can do that hair inside this house. Just telling you. I'm all about investing black. Invest black. Do your own goddamn hair. Let's keep going.
Now, so you're saying you disagree with black women wearing protective hairstyles that aren't necessarily related to their natural hair type?
Exactly.
So what about when a black woman straightens her natural hair?
So that's damaging to her hair, though.
Not always. There are very safe ways to straighten your hair. You can
Like
straighten
what?
your hair and it will revert if you use
And what?
conditioner and heat protectant.
You said it was a what?
You can straighten your hair and it will revert back to its natural curly state. I've straightened my hair many times and it's been perfectly fine.
Right, but I mean, over time, putting like excessive heat on your hair does damage it.
I didn't say all the time. I said once in a while.
Yeah. So if
y'all think about this. This girl says she straightened her hair all the time. She straightened her hair all the time, and she doesn't have a problem with it. But she's walking around with a motherfucking wig on her head.
You just triggered my trap card!
Clearly, your hair don't look good enough if you got to put a wig on. But on top of that, she did admit that she is lazy and she doesn't have enough time or wants to commit enough time to do her own hair. Like, ladies, stop. The same way y'all talk about these guys that are balding earlier in their life and they want to keep a hairline so they get either spray-ons or they put the man wigs on, y'all clown them. Well, guess what? Every woman that puts anything that's not her natural hair in her head should be clowned also. But we don't do that. Love yourself. If you really love yourself, show me. Don't tell me. Show me. Do not tell me. Where your natural hair? But we're gonna keep hearing some more excuses.
If they wanna, if they wanna straighten their hair every once in a while, like maybe 2-3 times a year, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think. Like, do you in that sense? But I'm talking about a black woman who always feels the need to wear like a wig, or when her natural hair is out, it's like in a slick back or like straightened all the time.
So I think we're talking about two different things here. I think we're talking about the desire to wear a hairstyle that you want to wear and the feeling that you have to wear it to be accepted in society. Because I can wear whatever hairstyle I want to. If I want to slap on a straight wig for the day and I feel like it goes better with my outfit, or if I want to wear a certain hairstyle like this and I have my hair in cornrows and it's like, you know, just a cute little big wig day, then I can do that. But I'm also very confident in my natural 4C hair. However, there are some people who are very uncomfortable with their natural
The
hair.
lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Comfortability factor is what we're discussing here, because if you have a problem with like black women wearing a specific hairstyle because they want to, as opposed to if they need to, then that's a separate issue.
I feel like they're really closely related. Like they're intermingled right there, so you can't really tell the difference between want and need. But they no, they don't need to wear the fake hair. But do they want to? Yes. But I'm asking, why do they want to wear fake hair, number one, and then fake hair that's straight, that looks like everybody else's hair? Like every other race's hair, like white people, Indians, Hispanics. Black women are not comfortable with wearing like wigs like yours. This is
That's a loaded statement. That's
I'm telling,
generalized statement.
We've been walking here for like hours now. You're the first one that I've seen with a 4C Afro wig. Yeah. First one.
But that's also very anecdotal, because I know a lot of women who I've spoken to who are comfortable in their natural hair and wearing natural wigs.
But if you're comfortable with your
That's anecdotal too, boo.
natural hair, why do you need a wig?
Because of convenience. Restate for me the reasons I gave you why black women do not want to wear their natural hair sometimes.
So you said convenience, and you also said because they want to. You also said because they want to switch it up or something like that.
Yes.
Right. Those are the 3 points you made.
What's invalid about that?
So, okay, convenience, number one. If you schedule your time like you're supposed to, you can have time for anything that you really care for. So if you really care for your hair, all you got to do is schedule, okay, this hour right here, or these couple hours is going to be for my hair. And I'm not going to go out with friends. I'm not going to go out to no movies. I'm not doing nothing. I'm doing my hair. So if you do that every single week.
Red, I ain't even gonna hold you. To this point right here, he said at this point, weave is the cultural hair now. At this point, man, I'm not even gonna hold you. I ain't even gonna hold you, man. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, I was thinking about doing something. I almost pulled one of these off, but I was pretty sure you would have said the same thing to me that I was thinking out loud. Like, this don't make no sense.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn bad. You keep digging.
It is what it is now. It is what it is. All I can do is sit over here on my little baby throne and try to change it. But yes, you are 100% right. That is the case. And it's sad to say it. Let's keep going.
Then you'll have time to do your hair. That's the convenience issue. Because they want to, I don't understand why they want to put on a wig that looks like another woman's hair.
What if they just want to switch it up? Like, my hair can't do like a 60-inch bust down straight hair wig, but what if I want to have that look for the day?
Why not grow your hair that long?
What? Wait. No way you're serious.
Grow your hair that long, man.
So my natural hair, I'd probably say is like right here. And
that's close.
60-inch.
No, you said the other one was, the fake one was down here, and then you said your natural hair is right here.
No, I said 60-inch.
Oh, 60-inch?
Yeah, well, 60 is excessive. But like, say hair, like if I wanted to wear a wig like down here, my hair is not growing that long. And if it did, it's taking years and years to get there. So if I want that hair tomorrow.
But that kind of defeats your purpose of the convenience.
I gotta come up. She don't understand her mindset. But that's the society that I think we live in, yo. The instant gratification. I want it now. I want it now. I want it now. I'm not gonna put in the work, but I want it now. And that's a big problem with a lot of our sisters. That's a big problem with a lot of our men. A big problem with all the people in society. You want something now without putting in the work. Whatever happened to grinding it out, putting in that hard work and getting the gratification for achieving something? No, fuck that. I'm gonna cut the line. I'm gonna jump to the front and get it right now.
It's issue.
No, it doesn't.
That's
I
just
go to the store, buy a straight wig, and slap it on my head.
But that's not because of convenience. It's because you want a certain look or style. Am I right? Okay, so the convenience reason is out the door then.
No.
Because convenience, like I said, can be solved.
Okay, so
Hold on. Convenience can be solved by you scheduling your time to do your natural.
Girl, he killing this girl. He killing this girl. She said convenience, but she's talking about doing a hairstyle that's not her natural hairstyle. That naturally doesn't happen with black women. That's not convenience. That's not convenience. If you don't want to do your hair and you're willing to slap on something that your hair that naturally doesn't do, or what naturally doesn't do, that's the best way to put it. Your hair naturally doesn't do this. You slap that on your head. You tell me you do that for convenience. That's not for convenience. It's not for convenience. It's because you're fucking lazy.
Hair and doing more protective hairstyles that last longer as well.
what you're describing is inconvenience.
Okay, what do you mean?
What does inconvenience mean to you?
No, what do you mean by me? I'm describing inconvenience.
You're describing
Lack of
inconvenience
time.
by saying somebody is going out of their way to make a specific decision, schedule something, do an extra thing. We're talking about convenience and inconvenience. We're not talking about, well, what you're describing is inconvenience.
Right.
By saying if you want something to be convenient, then make it convenient for you.
Right.
I'm saying if I want a specific wig, I'm going to go on Amazon and order it, and it will be my door tomorrow. I'm not creating a different schedule for myself next week so that I can do a whole bunch of extra stuff to my hair, which my hair can't do in the first place.
Even if you schedule this wig for tomorrow to come to your doorstep, you still have to braid your natural hair under there. You can't just throw it on top of an afro. So you're still making time to do your hair.
Sometimes you can.
No, you can't, unless it's very, very short.
I can twist my hair down in like 25, 30 minutes.
Right. So why can't you twist your hair down and leave it in the twist without the wig?
Because my hair isn't ever going to get this big. It's never going to have this slightly looser curl pattern than my natural hair.
Yeah, because you ain't willing to fucking try or do it. You're your own worst enemy when it comes to your own hair. And I know a lot of ladies are that same way. I literally bump heads, y'all, with my younger sister about her putting perms in my niece's hair. It's like, this ain't your kid. You need to shut up. And I'm like, it ain't my kid. But I see what you're doing to her head. And the reason I can speak on it because I've grown my hair out twice in my life. Y'all, twice in my life. I had long ass fucking braids. I ain't gonna say I had dreads, but I had long ass braids. And they put a perm in my head, and I know what it did to my scalp. It's probably where I got all this white from, man. Y'all see all this white in my head? That's not bald. That's just white hair. I got a shit ton of gray hair. I wonder if it comes from the chemicals or is that just genetic? I don't know. But I'll see what it does to a lot of people's heads, especially for all the women that sit out here and talk about they get alopecia. Because 1 out of 3 black women will get alopecia in their lifetime. A lot of that comes from the chemicals that they buy and put in their head. A lot of the hairstyles they do, braids, they twist your hair. You're pulling the shit out of your hair to put it into a pattern, and it's stretching that shit away from your scalp. Clearly, I can see that causing balding later in your life if you've been doing it for a long time. But there are a lot of natural hairstyles that black people, and especially black women, can do to preserve their hair without going to the beauty supply store and buying some fucking hair from the goddamn Indians or the goddamn Asians that they fucking literally look. I don't even know if a lot of people understand how they even get this hair. Like, I've seen hair factories. They will cut this shit off a sheep. They'll cut off a cow. They cut a horse's tail off to give you that hair. And they just got a whole bunch of it just balled up, napped up in here, and they run it through nails. Get it straight. Oh, that's good. Send it to wash. You got an animal's head on your head. Like, you literally have an animal's hair on your fucking head. And a lot of our ladies don't care. White women get extensions too. They be on that same dumb shit. But one thing I will give white women, when they put these extensions and all this other shit in their head, at least they're copying styles that white women wear. They're not over here dramatically copying black women. Black women will copy every other racist hairstyles. That's one of the bigger problems. And we talk about self-hatred all the time. Like, you talk about a black man having an opinion about something, self-hatred, talk about how you actually walk in life. Actions speak louder than words. Let's see, Red said texture and hair thickness is genetic, but they do destroy the fuck out of it. They do. They do. And this is the white man saying it, not me, him. Red's white. But I agree with him. And I don't think that's no problem with him saying it because we all can see it. It's obvious as fuck. That's like somebody having a problem with Americans saying something about Americans. You know, Americans are some of the fattest people on earth. Oh, how you American? Something wrong with them. Most Americans are fucking fat. They're overweight. This is a problem, and it's real shit. But let's keep going, though.
Your hair has the ability to get that big.
Not in the time period that I wanted to.
So you're saying you're impatient. Because it can get there, but it's just because you're impatient and you want a look right now.
Say like 5 years ago, I wanted my hair to look like this.
Mm-hmm.
My hair is never going to look like this because number one, it's a looser curl pattern, and number two, my hair stays at about the same length.
Okay.
I have to do trims so that I can take the dead hair off at the end, but my hair doesn't really grow that much longer, especially this long. So it's not like just waiting for your hair to grow. Some hair stays at a relatively similar length for somebody's life. Like, it's not always your hair is gonna just infinitely grow. Does your hair infinitely grow?
It does. It does.
As fast as you want it to.
It doesn't matter what you do to your hair on the top.
Yeah, look, I just had an epiphany right now. Just had an epiphany. Picture a man having this conversation or having that point of view argument about his height. Do you think women would accept it? Just think about that. You know, women always say, I want a guy, most girls, because they kind of just go with the bandwagon. They talk about, I want a guy that's 6 feet tall. Height is something that nobody can control. But picture them sitting over here with this exact same argument. You think the women would accept it? We all know the answer. Fuck no.
You're goddamn right.
So we're gonna stop with that. We're not accepting this argument. But this girl can continue to do it. I'm gonna let her keep continuing to do it. But we don't accept that. I don't accept that over here. Hell to the no.
Your hair is going to continue to keep growing. The rate at which your hair does grow depends on your diet and the nutrients that you consume, so where your hair will come out your head. It doesn't matter about the things that you put on top of there. So your hair does have the ability to reach down here, but what are what are you doing to protect the hair that's already there so it's not breaking off by the time it gets right here?
Protective styles protect your hair.
Right. So,
Exactly.
ma'am, your hair has the ability to get longer than just right there.
If I want my hair this long, it's not going to happen in the time period that I want it to. In fact, I will use your word impatient. I am impatient, and I have the ability to be impatient when it comes to my hair. I'm wearing a protective style right now for the look, but also because I know that my hair is going to grow a little bit longer than it was before, but it's not going to get down here. And if I want a hairstyle that is down here, then I will buy it and I will have it as soon as I want to have it.
That's true. You can do that. I'm just saying the women that do stuff like that all the time, I don't really believe it's because of them just wanting a hairstyle. I think it's because of insecurities and things like that of their natural curl pattern. Because when women put on, like I said earlier, whenever a woman puts on a wig, it's a looser curl pattern than hers. It's most times straight hair that's all the way down here. And it's because they're insecure about the look of their hair, or maybe they're insecure about the length of their hair as well.
When you're conflating these two mentalities, are you saying that the mentality where you just want a different hairstyle does not exist? Or that if you just want a different hairstyle, it always has to be because you're insecure in your hair?
Not a hairstyle, a wig or straight hair.
Wig, straight hair, looser hair, curl pattern, all of that.
Yeah.
Do you have like anything to necessarily support that other than your opinion? Did you ask everybody the same question that you asked me when you first approached me? What was the question that you asked me?
I asked you why are black women white supremacists?
You didn't ask that.
Yeah, I did.
Why are black women white supremacists?
Yeah. Or
you asked me if this was my natural hair, if it was an Afro.
oh yeah. No, that's the topic of the day. Why are black women white supremacists? So I got it mixed up.
That's a really okay. That's very interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right. I did ask you, how did you get your hair like that, or a question like that?
Okay, so when you're asking black women this question, and you're obviously very biased. You're coming to it from the perspective of you think black women are always insecure if they're wearing a looser curl pattern or a straight hairstyle. Then what about the black women who...
Again! I guess I'm insecure too. I guess I'm very biased. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. For all the ladies in the world, I just want you to understand this. I woke up like this. I did put a little cocoa butter on my face. I do got a hat on. I do got my glasses on. But I woke up like this. Ain't nothing extra around here. Like Jesus fucking Christ. For the people that say they love themselves the most, you do the most and not look like your natural self. How is that not? So I'm doing my Trump hands because I just don't understand. I just don't get it, y'all. I don't fucking get it. But whatever. I don't get this shit, man. This is weird. This is a mental problem. This is something mental that's going on. This is a brainwashing. I wish I would have found a video where he was actually talking about this, because I've been saying this for a long time when it comes to my community, because I can speak on my community, because I care about my community and I want my community to be better. A lot of our black women are the biggest white supremacists out here, whether they know it or not, but somehow we got on here. So we're going to continue with the hair conversation. Let's keep going.
Interchange between all of those and their natural hair. Do you have like a thesis or idea as to why they would be comfortable in their natural hair as well? Something that's different from insecurity? Maybe they just like switching up a look?
So I feel like with them, it depends on how often they do it. Because a woman who loves her natural hair, she doesn't feel the need to switch it up all the time because she's comfortable in being herself. Like, I don't know if you looked at women who go natural, but when women go natural, a lot of them say that they'll never go back to a wig or a weave, because the wigs and the weaves also have a lot of chemicals and stuff like that cause cancers, fibroids, and stuff like that. And the women that are natural, they do their research. But women today, they just want to put on a wig or weave because they say they want to switch it up. But I always say, if you just want to switch it up, black women have the ability to do so many different hairstyles. Like, you could do afros.
I'm gonna just give y'all a term right now, so y'all can look it up if y'all need to. But pretty much the term that he's describing is instant gratification. A lot of people in society, not just women, men too, a lot of us in society want instant gratification. And it's to our detriment. I think there was an old saying, anything you got quick that you didn't work for might not be good for you. Some shit like that. I need to just put some stuff on some t-shirts, man. I'm gonna start making old sayings, new sayings, and some shit like that. But yeah, it's instant gratification. That's what it's speaking of. You're lazy, you want it right now. I want it right now. No, you ain't getting it right now. Let's keep going.
Twists, dreads. You can shape your afro to look like different things. I seen a woman on Instagram and she would shape her. That's crazy. Yeah. She shapes her afro in the form of like hearts, like sushi and stuff like that. It's crazy. So black women it is time, but when you love your hair, you'll make time for it. I also would like to very much point out that switching up your hair is not the issue. It's not an issue at all. The issue is when you switch it up constantly to a Eurocentric hairstyle, which is straight hair. Every time I hear a woman say, we just want to switch it up, we just want to switch it up, you guys are all switching it up to the same thing, which is straight hair. How come Black women today are not switching it up to afros and more Afrocentric looks? If it's just because you want to switch it up, because it doesn't make sense. You say your excuse is you want to switch it up, but you switch it up to the same thing every single time, right? If you guys were, okay, I'm switching it up. I'm wearing box braids here, dreads here, afros here, straight hair here, straightening my hair here and there. If it was like that, it would make more sense, but it's not like that. A lot of women who are switching it up are putting on a straight hair wig that looks like everybody else's hair. In the comment section, let me know, am I tripping or does that make sense?
I think that.
Yes, right now. Hold on, yes. Hold on. I got Miss Lena in the building, the queen of the side chicks. You and Uncanny got you start doing this shit, changing your name up like that. But Miss Lena, go ahead and give me your thoughts. I want to get your thoughts on this so far. I know you got something to say.
Yeah, because dude is tripping. He said, I just care if it's straight. I mean, it's so Eurocentric. I don't like it with Eurocentric, but yet you're bothering a woman with the afro. Then another thing, he said, oh, I feel...
Lena. Jesus Christ. No, hold the fuck up. Slow it down. You loud as hell. That shit was loud. Slow it down one more time. Start again. And let's do 1 point at a time. Hit me with the first point.
He said, oh, it's always Eurocentric. But yet you harass the woman with the fro. Then...
Well, hang on. Well, Lena, on that one, that's why I said I want you to do one at a time. You know that's a wig on her head.
Yeah, and she has that right to wear a wig.
No, but I'm just saying though, that kind of defeats your
point. Yeah, I thought
it defeats your point.
She has
a wig. That's a wig, Lena.
But he said usually weaves are, he said Eurocentric. So you're gonna mess with the woman weave who doesn't have a Eurocentric weave. It's a fro.
He actually acknowledged that. He said you're the first lady that I stopped at.
Yeah. So then why bother her? Why she has to find somebody with the Euro?
He's stopping everybody, and she still fits into the category because she has a wig on.
But it's not. But it's not Eurocentric. And then on top of that, what she meant, because she's not explaining it right. No matter how long her hair is going to get, it's not going to have that volume. It's not that thick. You're only going to have so much hair that's going to grow in terms of how many follicles. Her hair is not going to get that thick.
What race of people do you think has the thickest hair?
Indians.
You think Indians have the thickest hair?
Yeah, from India. I think they have the thickest. Because I think if you pull it out, I think it'll start bleeding or something. I remember seeing that.
Correct. Keep going.
So, if it's it's not going to be that thick. So she's not doing it for limbs. She's doing it for volume, and that's fine.
So why do women clown dudes for losing their hair if they really care so much about losing their hair?
I don't know. I wouldn't clown about it. Lost his hair.
Well, you wouldn't, but women do, right?
Yeah, maybe they did it because they deserved it.
Good God Almighty! Why you tried your best to fight that?
I understand it, but to me, I think a guy could go bald. All the guy's gonna do is just shave it. Men can rock a bald hair.
Yeah, but men get clowned for being bald too, right?
They can, but not like women would.
Do they get clowned by women for being bald?
Yeah, there are some women who do that.
Exactly. Yeah, there's women that do that. One of your lords and saviors. She talks about the men with the hair hats, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's an issue if the men talk about the women with the hair hats.
I don't have a problem with either one, honestly. If it looks good on you, it looks good on you.
Lena, you just popped up to say that dude don't know what he's talking about because he was talking about women's hair hats. What are you talking about? You literally, that's the whole point of you popping up. That's the whole point.
Right. He shouldn't be making fun of women hair things, and I could see you doing one where a woman was doing it, I would pop up because why does it bother you?
Do you not get the contradiction?
Oh. I get the contradiction of them, but I don't care. You're talking to someone who doesn't care.
Again! I'm talking about your contradiction, Lena.
What's my contradiction?
You don't get it, do you? You didn't see it.
No, because I don't think he should be bothering somebody for wigs versus a woman. I don't understand. I don't have a problem with either one of them. What's the contradiction?
You'll watch it back and Uncanny might tell you.
I don't get it. I don't have a problem with either.
Here, I'm gonna do something for you. Anybody in the chat, figure out Lena's contradiction and write it down below. Because Lena don't get it. I'm not finna say it. I'm not finna say it.
I have no problem with anybody wearing a wig, weave. Anybody, I don't understand what was his problem. Like,
he doesn't have a problem. He's just having a conversation.
He does. He doesn't feel comfortable. He said he feels comfortable when a black woman basically has her hair natural. So we're doing it for your comfort.
Yeah. He said you telling me he said he feels comfortable when a woman has her natural hair?
Yeah.
He didn't say that. He didn't say
said,
that.
Yes, he did. He finds comfort.
He said he likes it. He said he likes it when a woman wears her natural hair.
He used the word comfort. That's why I put it in there. I caught it right away. I was like, oh, so we're supposed to do hair for your comfort. That's what he said.
Right here, I'll take your word for it. I'm gonna take your word for that. I didn't hear that, but I will take your word for it.
But it amazes me that he has the blonde and he's only picking on women. He doesn't pick on men.
He's fucking with them. That's the whole point of
yeah, but he's fucking with them. Why don't he fuck with the men that color their hair blonde or also their appearance?
Let's see. Marvin said Lena wants to have Indian hair because black women worship Indian hair texture. And he also said, I'm gonna let you respond to both of them. He also said that's why white women has the right to say that we are better than black women. Y'all imitate them. All right, respond, Lena. Go ahead.
I find that weird considering you see this avatar's got a Afro puff and I got faux locks. I got dreads.
Lena, we can't see your hair.
But even last time he saw me in the back. I had dreads.
I didn't see you in the back. I actually didn't see you in the back. What are you talking about?
That's how I still have dreads.
Show everybody your hair. Lena, that is not your hair. That is not your hair, Lena.
I just said it was my hair, but I have dreads.
That goes to the entire point. Well, not to his point, because he said a lot of black women.
I'm talking about his point. Yeah, I don't want Indian hair. I have faux locks.
Yeah, but to the ultimate point of the video, you're doing exactly what we're trying to get a lot of y'all to stop doing.
No, I'm going to continue wearing faux locks. I like faux locks. The reason why I don't dread, they fake dreads because I don't want to commit and I don't want to keep my hair in dreads. So if I dread my hair, I'm going to damage it, try to take it off, and I'm going to have to cut it off. So I'm not going to do that.
Lena, I want to ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Did you put those in for you or for anybody else? You or anybody else?
I put these dreads in for me. I like them.
Now, here. Okay. Now, you said you like them.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it would be easier or harder for you? Because the girl on the video was talking about inconvenience. It takes a long time. Why did you put those in instead of just doing it natural?
Because I don't want to permanently damage my hair. You know, dreads is a permanent. You got to commit to it. So if I dread my hair, I'm going to have to keep dreads until I cut them out. I'm not going to cut my hair out and start over. So it's just a look to achieve without it being so permanent.
Do you understand? And this is one thing I keep trying to get across to the ladies. A lot of the chemicals that you put in your hair, the greases and all those things, to get that hairstyle, once you get it sewed in or weaved in or whatever the fuck, you know that damages your hair, right?
It's no more damages than dreadlocks. I mean, I didn't put no chemicals.
But think about it, Lena. You said you're not going to do dreadlocks because you're going to consistently be pulling on your hair real tight and it's going to damage your hair. So instead of doing that, I'm going to do something else that's going to constantly keep damaging my hair. But I'm not just going to do it for this thing. I'm going to do it for every hairstyle.
No, not necessarily.
You're damaging your hair worse.
And not necessarily. You just got to know how to do it or how to do things that's less damaging to your hair. I'm not doing anything that's damaging to my hair. That's why I got the dreads. The dreads aren't damaging to the scalp, but it will damage the actual hair that grew out because you're locking it, literally locking it.
No,
so
Lena,
when you take it apart, it's going to break.
The chemicals, Lena.
And the chemicals. All she doing is washing.
Here, let me change it up for a word that I think you'll get. The hair products you use.
Grease. It's not damage my hair.
It does.
It's a relaxer. Now I agree with you on a relaxer, but it's not a relaxer. It's just grease. You could do that if you had real dreads. You're using the same product.
It depends on what grease you're getting because a lot of these things have, like, you have natural hair greases, but then you also have ones that have chemicals already in it. Which one?
Yeah, I use more of a natural, like coconut oil. You can use avocado oil. I use that.
Have you been using
I have a skin condition because I have a skin condition anyway, so I try to use more natural stuff.
When did you start doing that?
Using that, I've been this way since 2015 or 16.
How old are you again?
I am 44. I'll be 45 in December.
So you pretty much have at least 30 plus years of putting the bad shit in your head.
What bad shit? Oh yeah, relaxer. Yeah, I had relaxer. But my skin condition didn't come from a relaxer.
I ain't talking about the skin. I'm not talking about the skin condition. I'm just talking about the consistency of putting bad shit in your head that can fuck up your hair. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of the video. Like, we don't want our sisters to do that from the get-go.
I wish I would have known, but you could achieve straight hair with without doing relaxers and stuff, and there's nothing wrong with that. I want to try to do that. I honestly think that's how my cousin did. There's a YouTube channel, and there's ways where you can actually permanently keep, if you keep flat ironing, steaming, and wrapping it, you can train your hair to stay straight. So I understand that. I think I'm gonna try to do that journey.
Nah, look, stop paying attention to that channel. Our hair is not naturally meant to be straight as black people. You're gonna break your hair.
Not necessarily. My cousin's been straight.
No, yes, you will, Lena. Look, yes, you will. You're gonna break your fucking hair. I'm telling you, the science is behind it. You're gonna break your hair. Our hair's not naturally straight like that. Our hair is curly.
Yeah, but my cousin, she does something that's naturally straight and it stays long. She flat iron it.
Lena.
But she doesn't have 4C like me. She's got more like 4A. But this woman, though, it's a woman on the channel. My girl at my job, she said, I train my hair. She said she had 4C hair and her hair is naturally straight.
Man, it's just a matter of time. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You know how they tell you if you eat bad throughout your life, eventually you'll develop certain medical issues. It's the same thing with your hair. Yes, you can straighten it today, and next month and next year you won't have no problem with it. But let you keep doing that over and over and over again. It's gonna fuck your hair up. That's the point. That's the whole point. Do you not get what I'm saying? I know you get that. I know you can understand that.
But hair just breaks off anyway. Breaks off for any reason.
So now I just break up anyway.
There's a lot of you. You're gonna eventually have hair loss somewhere in your life. Most people do. So you might as well do enjoying what you like. I don't see it's not so evasive. Like my cousin did it, and other people I've seen did it. So I'm gonna try that natural straight journey, and let me just take time to say hi to my baby. Hi, I'm Kenny. Mwah, my only one.
This is bad. I wish you would take this serious. What I'm telling you, because I
I
don't
am
like.
taking this serious. I love my dreads. All my haters. I don't care. I'm gonna keep my dreads.
No, I'm trying to tell you, like the women are the first teachers of the children. Y'all are the girls. Y'all are the women that teach the younger women, the younger girls to be, the women to be, how to do their hair and what they do with their hair. And if you have that mindset, and other women also have that same mindset, they're gonna ruin black women's hair for the future, for the time to be, like whatever it may be, however long black women want to keep doing this. If they teach young girls to love their hair and do it natural and put the right products in their head from birth, not the wigs, not the weaves, none of that extension shit, black women wouldn't have the issue of the alopecia, and they couldn't use that as an excuse. But we keep seeing people make excuses for a lot of our women, because we're talking about the black community, to
Well,
do this dumb shit that ultimately fucks you up.
Well, I understand black women. I am our advocate for our hair. You can do whatever you want to your hair. I just say
Then
just be
you're not an
safe.
advocate for your hair. Then you're not an advocate for their hair if you can do anything you want to
Yes,
your hair.
I am advocate. It's your hair and your head that
How?
grows. You
That's
don't
a
have to keep your hair in a
contradiction.
natural state. Like it's funny to me. Like people's like, oh, you can wear the dress. There's nothing wrong. That's natural hair. There's nothing wrong with straight. I mean, dress isn't a natural um hairstyle. You have to sit there and knot it. So what's the difference between knotted and someone who wants to blow dry their hair straight or flat iron their hair straight? Either one causes breakage.
Oh, hey, I will tell you this. When it comes to the natural part, yes, I agree. Dreads, you're pulling on your hair really, really tight and you can break it off. But I think the main point is natural hairstyles to your race. Black women don't have natural straight hair.
And so we
They
can't.
don't.
There's a lot of white women who don't have natural straight hair that's really curly and tight.
Exactly. Yeah, and they shouldn't be straightening their fucking hair.
And no one tells them, "Hey, don't straighten your hair." They gonna look at you like you're crazy as
Look,
hell.
Lena. That's white people problems. You know what I cover? I cover black people problems.
It's not a problem. Your
It is a
hair is
problem.
not a problem, black women.
It
If
is a
you want to
problem.
be dread, if you want it to be flat out and have it straight, fine. If you want to wear a weave, fine. I have no problem with that. You have every right to look beautiful and at your best and feel beautiful. And it amazes me that they pick on black women about their hair. No one talks about all these little colorist black men who color their hair blonde and green. They make sure they like, well, oh, you're blonde. I'm like, I literally see so many black men with blonde hair. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
You talking about people that dye their hair and change the color?
Yeah, it's blonde. I see black with them dreadheads. They be blonde and they be dyeing the tips. I know y'all see them dye the tips blonde.
They dye the tips.
Yeah, you ever see them? They dye their tips blonde. I'm like, what the fuck? Why you do it blonde? And then even the ones that do a different weird colors, like Little Uzi Vert and all them weird ass rappers with blue and green and red hair. I don't see him sticking a mic up in their face. He know not to.
Well, clearly, you shouldn't stick a mic or anything up in anybody's face. But those are celebrities. Celebrities are not average day people. We're talking about the average day people.
There are a lot of black men, average day people with dreads, and they color the tips. I know you see them.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. What percentage of black men you think that is?
About 10%. It ain't a lot.
You think 10%?
But it's a lot enough.
Do you think 10? So if you say 10%, that means that you believe there's what percentage of black men you think have dreads? Period, man.
I don't know. I see a lot. I wouldn't be surprised about 25.
Not 20. You think about 25% of black men have dreads,
About
and
25,
and then out of that 25, 10% have tips, like dyed
yeah,
tips.
blonde. Yeah, that's it.
What percent of black women you think wear wigs and weave and extensions?
I say about 70%.
70, really?
About 70.
That low?
That ain't low. That's more than half of us.
I'm just saying, you think it's that low? Because I think it's more than that.
About 70, 80 at the most.
Okay, let's say 80 at the most. So majority of black women are doing something and we're speaking about it, and you're talking about 25% of men. Why don't we speak about that? You see where the problem comes in? You would rather say something to the 25% of men for doing something that let's just guess that's the number. Let's just go with that. We would rather say something to the 25% of men that are dying, well, that have dreads. 10% of them dyeing their tips. We would rather say something about that than the women that are ruining their hair. The 70 to 80% of women. You see,
Okay, and the black men that's ruining their hair. They ain't taking care of it. Like, why aren't you taking care of your hair? Why are you going bald? You got alopecia because you're not taking care of your hair. You're going bald because you're not using the right products. What is wrong with the grease? You're going for the men that's going bald. Go help them out.
I don't care about the men going bald.
No, me neither. So why do they care about us?
Lena, you clearly just said something about it.
I don't care, but I see it. They can go bald all they want. I don't care.
The only people that bring up a man being bald is women.
Okay.
Have you ever noticed that? Men don't have a problem with going bald. That's natural over time anyways. Most people lose their hair over time. But
most
when a man
people,
goes bald,
yes.
Yeah, but
say that again.
But when a man loses his hair, it's not because he put chemicals in his head to lose his hair. Most of the time, it's genetics.
Same with women. A lot of women go through genetic problems.
So you think Jada Pinkett is genetic with her having alopecia, or all the shit she's put in her fucking head over the years?
All the stuff she had to do.
It's not genetic for her.
I know. I think it's genetic. She said she admitted. She admitted, but she has to do it that way for her roles, though. That was her job. So I understand why she's going bald.
Get the argument, Lena. That's self-inflicted, not natural.
But see, mine is skin condition. A lot of black women have we're genetically predisposed for eczema, which is skin condition. I have a type of eczema.
Lena, how many people that had eczema?
A lot of black women get eczema. It's a lot in my family.
I done had eczema before. Get some oxychloroquine and put that shit in your fucking head. They got a shampoo version. You can. It's just a super form of dandruff. You can put that shit in your head to clean that shit the fuck out. It's not a consistent thing that constantly comes back if you treat it right.
No, because mine constantly come back and it's even on my face.
No, it's because you go back to repeating the same process as you did before.
No, I have flare-ups. I have a form of eczema. It's seborrheic dermatitis, which is in that family. Mine is caused by fungus, how my skin reacts to fungus. So, I got bald spots and stuff. I get fungus buildup. I got it diagnosed. It's even on my face. So that has nothing to do with traction or skin. I can even show you the spot now.
No. What did the doctor tell you needed to do to stop it from coming back outside of taking the medicine?
Shampoo. I shampoo and I use shampoo every day, but it takes a long time.
Lena, that's part of the medicine. I'll say outside of that. Did he tell you any lifestyle changes you needed to make?
No, he just gave me the shampoos and stuff. And
he was trying to grab you some medicine and get you on up out of there.
He gave me some medicine for it. Yeah.
He probably didn't want to waste his time because he knew you wasn't gonna do it.
I'll do it. There's a support group. It's some people. It's like a trial and error. It's like almost, I won't say it because it's a life-threatening disease, but it's almost like finding the right medication for epilepsy. Some people do better on certain medications, or it's unknown, straight. Huh?
Yeah, epilepsy. Don't compare epilepsy to hair loss or dandruff or.
But the medication and finding a treatment for this like that, they trial and error a lot of times. Okay, this will work for you. This will work for you.
I agree. Medicine is all a guessing game because some people react a certain way to certain things. So I will give you that.
I mean, the support group. Some people become immune to some of the treatment for my condition. So I mean, it's quite possible. So I feel like I wouldn't sit there and judge a woman like, okay, she got eczema, or oh, she's got psoriasis. That's another. That's worse. I feel so sorry for people who suffer from, because eventually they're gonna get arthritis.
Lena, most people don't have psoriasis. Most people don't have eczema. Most people don't have these issues.
It's higher in the Black community, and I feel like it maybe because I have it and it runs in my family. I feel like it.
Yeah, it's a genetic thing too. It's passed down, but that's not majority of Black Americans, period, or Black people in general. The bigger issue.
So bad.
Have you ever heard the term or the saying of control what you can control? Have you ever heard somebody say that before?
Similar, like the syringe. Give me just to control the things that I can. Can't control. I know that's a serenity prayer for alcoholics.
Yeah. So with that saying, you got to do some broad thinking on it. And for the things that you can control and people don't choose to control them, they make excuses for you. Most people, especially me, I don't give them a pass on it. The things that you can't control in your life and you choose not to, that's on you. And no, I would never accept any crying or any excuses about that. Like, you can control that, you choose not to. Like, why can't you be to work on time? It's because you don't get up on time. It ain't because you gotta sleep order. Yeah, that's on you.
But so back to control the things you can't control. What's that? That goes back to Black women. You control your hair. You can control it. You want it to be straight and blow dried or flat iron and straight because you can control it. By all means, you have my blessing.
Lena, this is. Well, guess what? The ultimate thing on that one, when you say that, then Black women need to figure out how to control not getting alopecia and not having their hair fall out outside of everything else, because you can control it once again, right? You can choose not to put certain products in your head. We can choose to teach mothers to teach their daughters not to do certain things, because all these girls get all that shit from their mother. Women are the first teachers of the kids, especially the girls. Y'all teach these young girls.
Yeah, but I don't think it's so much women. I guess adult, but a lot of children, they're gonna do their own thing, and like my daughter's hairstyle is nothing like me. My daughter does have a different texture.
Lena, you know that children are sponges. They soak up what they see, and once they get the ability to do whatever the hell they want when they're not underneath your house, they have their own money. They can move how they want to move. They're gonna repeat a lot of the things they saw when they grew up. Right or wrong?
I'll be right back. Yeah, I'll be right back because I got to run out. I'm on my way to work. I'm about to
go ahead, because I'm gonna play a little bit more of this video, y'all. We're gonna try to get to the end of this, but yeah, Lena tripping.
I'm not gonna say a false equivalency, but I will say that there's a lot more nuance to that statement. All of the things that I mentioned before. I love my hair, but I also really like to sleep. So I'm not going to cut an hour into my morning and compromise sleep to do my hair when I have an easier solution. I love my hair and I love wearing it naturally, but I also like when other people do my hair for me and I can be doing something else at the same time. I just don't like doing my hair. I love my hair.
Great question, y'all. She said she could be doing something else while somebody else is doing her hair. So you telling me you got somebody running behind you, braiding your shit up while you're doing whatever the fuck else? No, you're sitting in the goddamn chair. The same time it would take for you to do your hair, it's going to be the same time it takes for somebody else to do your hair, and you're going to be stationary. That's a bullshit ass excuse. Yeah, I don't like to cut my hair, man. I go to the barber because I have other time to do other things. You're still sitting in the chair for the same amount of time, whether it's a little bit longer or a little bit shorter. That time is still going to be took. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I appreciate my hair. My hair is a blessing. But at the same time, for me personally, I just don't really like the process of doing it. My arms get tired. It is exhausting. I do have to be more creative with my hair than I would necessarily care to be. And I think that you saying like, if a Black woman loves her hair, then she'll make time for it is lacking a lot of nuance that the situation really deserves.
So I did hear what you said, but one of the points that you just made will kind of defeat your whole argument of convenience, because you just said that you'll pay somebody else to do your hair if you don't want to do it. So why, when Black women go to a salon, why are they not paying somebody else to do their hair without any fake hair, without any wigs? Why can't they pay somebody else to do their braids or their twists and things like that if it's just because of convenience?
Because there's also a maintenance thing that
Goddamn right.
comes with your natural hair as opposed to false hair. It takes more maintenance with your natural hair a lot of the time as well.
Okay.
I think it's also like if somebody does or does not have the money to do it. Like, for example, there's a lot of natural hair salons that cost a lot more to do your hair than you would pay for a wig.
Okay.
So I think that's all.
What is she talking about? Yo, man, what is she talking about? He hit you with a good point that I didn't even think about. And I'm glad he said it, because it's crazy. You will go to somebody out of convenience to get your hair done. And when you get your hair done, you're not even doing Afrocentric styles. You're doing European styles. Does that have to do anything with convenience? You're going out of your way to get a hairstyle that's different than what naturally comes to you. But that's convenience. She said it costs more. I was talking to a chick last night. I went to Little Caesars, y'all. I went to Little Caesars and got a pizza. Not Little Caesars. I went to Domino's and got a pizza. And some girl tried to holler at me. And I was talking to her on the phone for a second. And she was one of them bald-headed chicks. Cut her hair off. Like ugh. And she was talking about her hair, because I interrogate people when I first meet them. She was talking about her hair. It's like $400 to get her hair done. And I'm looking at it in the situation like, bitch, you ain't got no hair. Your hair's shorter than my motherfucking hair right now. Like, let's be real. And if $400 for what? And it's to go in there and get those European-centric hairstyles. That's man, look, Black women need to stop saying that shit. I swear, to be the first ones to cry out the mountaintop talking about this Western European centric styles that discriminate against Black women. But Black women will sit here and make an excuse to not do their natural fucking hair. Not to rock the natural shit that comes on. Think about this. They bitch and complain and say that's not acceptable. We gotta do this European shit. But then we'll argue against doing their own shit. It's such a problem to do this that you naturally do on a regular instead of doing, man, whatever the fuck, man. Like, I swear, man, look. They dig their own grave on the shit, and I don't pay attention to it. What? I pay attention to it, y'all, but I do not have sympathy for it.
Also another factor, hence the nuance I'm talking about.
I was just responding to your point when you said that Black women, or you can pay somebody else to do your hair, and they can do it so you have freed up time. So I'm just saying, like, if they can afford it, which a lot of Black women out here, they have styles in their head, like they pay like so much money for these like human hair wigs and fake hair and stuff like that. But I'm like, why do you have to do that when you have natural hair on your head?
I'm going to say a statement that can clear up all the things that we've discussed here.
Okay.
My statement, and this is what I believe, is that there are Black women who love their natural hair and who would prefer to do different hairstyles just because they want to. Not necessarily because they are insecure. And
that was the end of the video. Unfortunately, because the camera overheated, and also at this point, she let us know she had somewhere to go, so we had to end the video. But she had a lot of great points.
I'm gonna just say this for that last part. A
lie detector test determined that was a lie.
I don't want to hear none of that shit, man. This is a big form of being lazy. And a lot of Americans are lazy. Males as well as females. But ladies, y'all super fucking lazy. To do your own hair. And look, I'm not even gonna bullshit. And I'll talk about myself personally. Let me take this head off. I was growing my hair out for maybe a month and a half. And that was because I was being lazy. I just didn't want to get my ass up, go in that motherfucking bathroom, and cut my hair. That was the only reason. It wasn't because I didn't have the money to do it. It wasn't because I just liked that style or nothing like that. I just didn't want to go in there and fucking do it. I was being fucking lazy. Lazy. And a lot of us are lazy. I got a lot of faults. I got a lot of issues in my own life that I need to be better on. But you know what the funny thing is? When you have those, you can spot that shit in other people. And this right here that we're talking about tonight is a form of just being fucking lazy and not caring, not giving a fuck. It's the same people that will say, I want to eat healthy. I don't know why I'm gaining weight, but I order DoorDash every night. But then we'll yell from the mountaintops while ordering DoorDash is just for convenience and all. There are a lot of things in this world that we actually can change. A lot of people need to understand the power that they actually do have to control their own fucking lives. The problem is, do you really want to do it? Are you willing to actually do it? Are you going to do it? And a lot of us are not. Until we want to, until you really get it in your head, y'all. Get it in your head that you want to be better and actually execute. You're going to stay in the same fucking place you in. So all the ladies that have an issue, especially my sisters that have an issue with somebody saying something to them about wearing fake hair, wigs and weaves, all that woo shit. I'm going to tell you straight up, at least on this side, I don't give a fuck about nothing. Please don't come to me and talk about you losing your hair. I don't fucking care. Because a lot of ladies try to say that these men, especially including myself, we hate on y'all. We're not. I'm trying to help you. And help doesn't always come in the form that you want it in. It doesn't. It really doesn't. Help comes, honestly, the best help comes in the form that you don't fucking like it. You're like, God damn, fuck them. No, they're really trying to help you. You need to change your life. Put the crack pipe down and get out here and goddamn get a job. Now, fuck him. You talk shit. No, he ain't. Trying to help you. But look, man, I'm not gonna beat no dead horse, y'all. I'm not gonna beat no dead horse because I'm about to get in the car and go do some. Well, I'm gonna get in the truck and go do some late night driving and shit. Get on the interstate. But I appreciate everybody that tuned in. Make sure y'all tune in tomorrow. We will be here again. I'm thinking tomorrow might be a cop video. I might do a contradiction cop video where both of the videos contradict each other. Gotta help y'all because you're like, contradiction video. What do you mean? But I really do appreciate everybody that tuned in tonight. Man, y'all make sure y'all hit that like. Y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe. We are slowly growing over here on the network, but we have a goal of trying to get to 1,000. We want to get to 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. So, man, look, y'all, for real, hit the like, hit the subscribe, share the fucking videos. Share the videos and turn on notifications so every time we do one, y'all know it and y'all can pop up and lean your eyes to this content. But we're going to get the hell up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all. And we'll catch y'all in the next one as always, man. Peace.